All right, what else? What else? Come on. It was mad funny shit. Y'all have, Russ says that it is impossible to be blackballed.
He did. He said, if you're famous and you can still tell your fans, hey, I'm putting out music, then you're not blackballed. Fans will listen to your music or they won't. It's that simple. If you're a famous artist and you need playlists in order for people to listen to your music, how real are your fans? Why don't they support you regardless? We're giving too much credit and power to the DSPs and not enough power to us, the artists and the fans. I know for me, as long as I can tell my fans I'm putting out music, I'm straight.
To that, you gentlemen say.
I agree with him. A lot of these niggas don't have real fans.
The only thing about that is if the algorithms start burying your shit on Instagram or wherever it is.
But like he said, though, if my people follow me on Twitter and I say, yo, I'm dropping a new album here,
I agree.
my
with them,
fans
for the most
going to
part.
look for that.
That being said, sometimes your shit gets buried.
The album gets buried?
No, sometimes you'll put a post up on Instagram and they'll hide it behind the feed of the chick in the bikini.
That's why I love
for 3 weeks.
That's why I
wanna
love
see
these
anyway.
conversations, because it be from two different levels of the understanding. Like, in theory, what Ice is saying is correct and what Russ is saying is correct. If I have the ability to put my shit throughout social media and alert my fans that music is coming, then how can you blackball me? In contrast to back in the day, when you probably couldn't get your music heard anywhere without all these different channels. That's where blackball came from, because you need the DJs and the record stores, the live venues, the radio stations. You could do it, right? But today, who's to say that you tweet, hey, my music is coming, and somebody presses the button behind Twitter that you can't see that says, this goes to, put this to 200 people.
Even that, though.
Send this to 30 people, and that's it.
Hey, man,
You do the same thing on Instagram. Instagram, y'all better fix that soon. Cause
That shit is getting
y'all got the baddies mad, and when they
shit
get
is
mad,
disgusting.
Yeah, it's going to be a wrap.
Bro, I see more suggested fucking posts than people I follow now.
Yeah, that's right.
well, because that was the point of it.
They want to be TikTok.
So, and that's what Russ is not replying to.
Even with that,
But, okay, go ahead. I'm going to tell you what.
so let's say Russ has 20,000 fans.
He has a lot more. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm just using
throwing
small
numbers.
So he got 20,000 fans. So let's just say your 20,000 fans hear your project. It's fire. With the DSPs, they're going to suggest your shit to mad other people. So now if your project is fire, you might have potentially got another 200,000 followers off of the playlists. Like when I play a sleeper, they suggest shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, oh, let me just play the shit. And I'll be like, oh, damn, that's hot. Or not. But a lot of shit that I might have came across as sleepers came from a suggestion of some other shit. So I would have not been a fan of them. You get what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't know they existed without that suggestion.
I think he's fundamentally right, but I think that in order
theoretically
to grow,
he's right. But you can't grow your brand with that mantra that he has, or it would be a really, really, really slow burn.
Very slow burn. And his career was a slow burn in his defense. So
people like him, Wiz, there was J. Cole. There was a few of them that started the slow burn. Like
I think he was
build homegrown organic fan bases, which you don't really see happening today, because you get with the labels, you get with this, you get on these playlists, and they just run your numbers up. But those who built these organic fan bases, that's who they talking to. So I think what he's kind of saying is, yo, build that type of fan base, you can't be blackballed. Because a person like Russ, they buy his, or Griselda, they buy the merch, they buy all this shit from you. Guess what? 9 times out of 10, them people are on some type of a mailing list. Whether it be, I don't have to go to socials or none of that. I can hit a button and everybody who subscribes to me directly gets this information.
But again, that doesn't speak to gaining new.
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, I can still get my shit out there to the people that are looking for it. Blackballed means I can't, like y'all I can't do shit damn near. Like right. I'm out. I'm done. And he replied too. He put a tweet out that I just saw. Well, it was just sent to me. He says, I just found out I am not in Rap Caviar or today's top hits, so I retract this statement. I am blackballed. Of course, he's joking. That's a joke. But that's what he's saying, though. Like, a lot of these niggas think because I'm not listed here and here and here, because I'm putting all the stock there, I have to be listed here for it to count. No, you don't. And that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I agree with him fundamentally,
I'm
but
agreeing
also
with that. I'm sorry. I agree.
it's not the whole truth.
You have a take?
Not really. Been there, done that. You niggas figure it out.
Like you, prime example.
Well, these niggas wasn't never stopping Joe from it.
But that's-
silly the fool.
As long as you had Wi-Fi,
Yeah, they can't fuck with me.
kind of what he's saying. Like, yo,
Yeah, but
okay, they could put all these walls up, but I could still, as long as I can directly get something out there to my fans, I can get it out there.
With regards to yourself, you feel like that?
Listen, 20,000 people held me down for years.
I believe it.
For many years. So, I mean, I can't disagree with it.
And you got to ask what their
And
goal
this is when
too.
the record company's focus wasn't digital. It wasn't. They wasn't really trying to block you digitally because we're not over there. We over here. Like they looked at you like a peon if you was even talking about that. So today it's different. Today everything is digital.
Everything is
So now we have figured out how to block you over here
Out of control.
They figured both sides out. If you down with us, we can make your numbers look like this. If you're not down with us, we can keep you right here.
Gotcha.
They got both sides of that coin figured out.
It's interesting, right? So let me see. Let me just check because I might break this in real time. So on YouTube, yeah, look, won't stop. I'm 1,000 away from 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Let me hit the round of applause.
But you've been there for
Let me
17
hit-
years.
Let me hit the round
Shout out to the YouTube subscribership.
of applause wherever I find the thingamajiggy because this is important. Right? So because of that, Ian and I had just been shooting the shit about the journey. Because many fun stories come with that. Like, Ian got here, 7 years ago? There was 67,000 subscribers there. Ian was really hype about some videos making 25 cents a month, some videos making $2 a month. I was trying to move in a house saying, why the fuck are you telling me about this 50 cent that we just made? Right? And then that story goes and you become successful and you grow and you grow and you grow. And you look back and you fucking celebrate, right? But in that, now, as far as across my socials, my Instagram following has been exactly the same for about 7 years.
You've been saying that.
My Twitter following has been probably the same for about 7 years. YouTube and the podcast growth, that is always just gone. Gone. But we had this working theory about YouTube, and no one will ever confirm any of this. Well, maybe they will. But a working theory that once you cap out or hit a certain ceiling in the YouTube algorithmic hemisphere, then that is now your cap, and you won't be able to get above that cap unless you play a certain algorithm game to get out of that cap. Are you following what I'm saying?
I am.
It's like a black hole.
I hear you, but
And for many years, I have been stuck in that black hole. It's not really a think tank that you can have with anyone from YouTube about this black hole.
Very blessed to be working this morning, but I'm very tired.
Oh,
This is one of those mornings.
sorry. Phone just started bugging. YouTube people sent a zap through.
Yeah, word.
yeah, nigga.
Like Cheesecake Factory when your table's ready. Phone starts shaking. But anyway, I was of the belief that I was in that black hole, like, for mad long. And some other people are not, or were not. So now you get to focusing on why this is happening now. This is in the last 2 weeks. This is in the last 2-3 weeks that this is just skyrocketing.
Really?
Skyrocketing like a normal person would think their content would do when you hit publish and it's available to millions, like hundreds and hundreds of millions. Like when your shit is not doing something similar to that, something is a little
Something's at
funny.
play, yeah.
So in the last 2 weeks, this shit has gone from 980 to there's 19,000 people here. That is unusual for my channel. So I started looking at why that maybe could be, and what we walk away with is the Rob O'Neill video.
Different market.
Different demo.
Different market. Yeah, different demo.
Different algorithm. Totally.
Yeah.
Or a different algorithm.
And that, depending on how long and hard you want to think about this, can get really, really tricky. So I'm stuck between wanting to celebrate this because, wow, now you know how to get out of that algorithm. But I don't want to spend too much time on what I think it could have been. Do y'all follow me?
I think so.
I believe I follow you.
Okay. It's interesting. Well, at least it's interesting to me as a content creator.
You know you had dinner with Leo, man.
Leroy's my man, but it's not I could say to him to make him alter the ship of YouTube and how it's running and functioning. If they ain't hitting the button for you, they ain't hitting the button for you. That's the thing, yo. Like, there's a way that this machine works, this entertainment machine. Hey, the record that you made last night was dope. They didn't hit the button on it. The record that you made last night was dope. We hit a button on it.
And you see
it's going to do two different things.
Neutral button on for daddy.